Now my fear's gone, so I don't need to hide anything anymore. I won't give you any more reasons to call me a burden or a liability, Lord Captain. I am your tool. Use me as you will.
She bows and looks at you expectantly. Get off my ship. Alright.
Of course. Always at your...
So yeah, so she's got less emotions now, I guess. To be fair, I have no idea how souls work in this. It could well be possible the lore saying the soul can transfer to new bodies, or it could just be the new bodies each have a soul. Because, like, we just saw a whole bunch of Tavantiuses, for example. Did her brain get replaced with a robot? No, she's got a metal thing on her head, and it's called a psi stifler, and it is suppressing her psychic stuff slightly to supposedly make her safe, so she stops doing bad feedback stuff, but she already did. And then it is supposed to also, like, strip her of emotions, sort of. So she's still here, she's still ready to go, fight the good fight, but less joking around and things like that. Let's see. The new copy of them that has their old souls and their old memories, yes, and that's only necessary if they actually lose their body. Otherwise, the homunculi just stick the corpse in the tank and feed it on the pain of others until everything grows back. So, you're saying, like, if they die, their soul hops to a new body if there's one, like, on standby? It sounds like? Okay. Alright. Let's see. Yes. Weird. Okay. Well, we got something to do here. What's going on here? Dargonis. Decree on diligence complete. Oh, we got some choices here. Let's see. Holy Prophet. The date for the payment of the tithe approaches. However, by making use of corrupt practices of the administratum, one could find a way to keep the psychers and the thrones. +4 profit factor. So this is cheating the Arbites? Praising the muses. The patrons of architects are creating amazing monumental works. What's this there? Good place to see efficiency. The Adeptus Administratum's vanity may be indulged throughout the construction of a floating palace filled with helpful serfs and exquisite pleasures. Mollified by the bribe, the scribes will be especially attentive to the rogue trader's wishes. Call to arms. It is time for the Dargonis nobility to forget their feuds and take up arms in defense of their native world. Familial power armor. Power armor. We are able to use power armor. Ooh. Militia Navy. The great freedom accorded by the Imperial Navy will allow the mustering of an impressive independent squadron not classified as pirates. Okay. Multiple things here looks really cool. I'm gonna get call to arms first. Get that power armor. The mustarding of pirates? Yes, it's after the ketchuping of pirates. Okay, what's next? Oh my god. That was like, the friggin' jungle was like the whole stream. Okay, we gotta visit Dargonis for something. Oh, for date night with Cabela, and also, Abelard's family is all, like, nasty and stuff. Not nasty, they're, like, being accused of crimes. The officers on one of the lower decks stopped providing status reports. 3 days had passed since the Vox system broadcasted anything other than subdued moans and wet slapping noises. What? Just... An enforcer squad sent to investigate reported that the denizens of the lower levels had regressed to animals and succumbed to depravity. The connection with the squad was shortly lost. The High Missionary of the Adeptus Ministorum became flushed with fury and condemned these as designs of the archenemy. The hotbed of heresy was cleansed with fire and prayer. So everyone on the lower decks just started having like an orgy, and they were like, get the flamethrowers. By the God Emperor's grace, no perils of the warp prevented the vessel from returning to real space. It got damaged though. Dude, they orgied so hard they damaged my ship. Fix the ship. Muck, you can only choose one of those projects. I don't think that's true, because it did not say if you choose this, it's going to lock out others. And usually it does say that, if that's the case. The Voxmaster's puzzled voice distracts you from your duties. My apologies, Lord Captain. I have just been delivered an urgent report. Cargo Bay 73G has some unusual cargo, if you can call it that. The crew considered disposing of it, but did not dare do so without your direct order. The cargo itself is weaponry, intricate blades made of bones and living flesh. Those weapons... They keep repeating your name, Lord Captain, and claim in their moans that you saved them from Kimura. Next to them, the crew found a strange horned mask of Xenos origin. The Harlequin do this? What are your orders, your lordship? Was there a Xenos in flashy clothing speaking in rhymes by any chance? Vigdis falls quiet for a moment, either processing what she just heard or making inquiries through other Vox channels. Eventually, the Vox comes to life again. No, your lordship, and I doubt that such a conspicuous character could have slipped by unnoticed. I will inform you if the crew reports seeing anyone like that. That damn Xenos deceived me. Throw this cargo out of an airlock. I will see to it, your lordship. I dare not disturb you any longer. The homunculi I like turning people into stuff that's alive. Yeah, I remember the board game. We found a board game that had someone's soul in it, and every time you moved a piece, it would cause them, like, torture. I do recall that. There was commotion on lower decks. The chief mutant hunter, who is responsible for eliminating heresy in the hold of the void ship, went mad. Oh, wait, we've read this one before. All right, I'm gonna skip that. Just for time. Sounds all right. Yeah. Darkness. I think we got 2 tasks here. Call to arms complete. 9 people through security. Oh, so do I have the power armor? See, I can still do the others. Mr. Matty Man. See? I no longer have enough weapons, but I can do them. Let's see. Patronage of architects and other artists will allow the creation of amazing and monumental works marked with the Road Trader's likeness. 5 profit factor. Do it. Riot. A riot has broken out in the colony. The cult of the Final Dawn has sunk its poisonous roots into the planet and has now grown strong enough to make itself known. Enter battle. Is this like a space battle, or am I landing on foot to stop a massive riot all by myself? So drop in like Doom Guy. Let's mucking go! So y'all says around 8k Zephyrite boxes, just a winter infusion. F off, never gambling again. I encourage people to not gamble as often as possible. Alright, I'm kind of impressed. These little dudes on the planet's surface managed to build up enough resources that they got spaceships? Kind of impressed. Oh wow, you're squishy.
Engage the lads. Sail upon the speed of void.
2 down. Wait, where's my launch little ship things? Those are my favorite. Where are they? What the hell? So the Heartless can now deploy interceptors, which is awesome. I'm wondering where my interceptors are.
Unleash our fury.
Wait. Oh, here we go. Okay, maybe I just couldn't do it on turn 1 for some reason, which I thought I could in the past. Alright, I don't need to check the gear. It's there. It was just weird turn 1. We took 1 point of damage. Repair the scratch. Alright. To the palace. Have to bring Abelard. I don't know that there's going to be any fights here. I can't remember. I vaguely remember there's a lot of talking here, like Abelard's family is accused of a crime and you got to go around and talk to a bunch of people and sort it out. I can't remember if there's any fights involved. So, if there is, bring in Heinrichs. Love having a buff bot. 37 level ups on him. The thing is, Abelard is meant to be like your ideal tank, right? But since I made myself a tank, he was on the bench, and I haven't needed to use him. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand aside. No need to crowd around. Governor Drivestem will take care of everything. This is ridiculous. Such a thing happening right in the Rogue Trader's palace. You are confronted by the sight of dead bodies at the entrance to the palace. What? The corpses have been hauled into a pile. Some are dressed in the uniforms of palace wardens, while others are arrayed in the clothing typical of Dargonis nobility. Upon seeing you, the young enforcer stands at attention and swallows noisily. His voice trembles as he says, "Your lordship, we are honored by your presence." Medicae, examine the assailants. Success. The bodies of the assailants are studded with many augmetics, but upon closer inspection, you realize that they are not merely implants. Their construction makes it clear that the deceased were not humans, but in fact rare high-functioning servitors. As far as I know, House Gaprak has received such servitors from the Crimson Priesthood as gifts in the past, though this is my first time seeing one myself. Point at the dead bodies. What is this mess? You see, your lordship, those people wanted to attack. The warden clears his throat. Second Lieutenant of the Palace Guard, Elam, Wyatt reporting. Shortly before you arrived, we averted an assassination attempt on the rogue trader. The palace soldiers detected intruders and engaged them in combat. Where is the court chancellor, Clementia Wersarion? I think she is with the rest of House Wersarion, detained in the throne room, that is. Governor Drivestem has gathered all of Dargonis' nobility there to pronounce a guilty verdict against House Wersarion. Why is the governor not here to greet the rogue trader? I do not know, your lordship. Perhaps he is... The guard throws a fearful gaze at Abelard. You could probably find him in the throne room where the governor intends to put House Wersarion on trial. I must take my leave. Okay. When we started talking about the tech priest, I was kind of wishing I had Pascal there, but... Alright. Let's see, what do we got? Cannot put points in athletics right now. Corrals is his other really high skill. Choose an exemplar talent. Oh gosh. Okay, this is one of the good ones. Bonus to all resistance tests equal to 25. Scales with deflection. Okay, this guy's got a really high deflection. You know what? Sure. Boom. There, we'll get that. Alright. Her. Logic? Alright, where is Know-It-All? Huh, I thought that would scale better for her. That's fine, though. Alright, him. Let's see. Tech use. Demolition, coercion, carouse. His carouse really high. Athletics. Athletics, I guess. What did I get for him already? He's already gotten flesh wounds. He's already gotten Know-It-All. Whenever the character kills the first enemy in a round, the character immediately makes an additional attack against the closest enemy they can target with the same weapon if possible. Using whichever attack costs the least AP, this will do 30% of base damage with plus 10% bonus for every difficulty tier of the first killed enemy. That would be some free shots. Any damage the character deals increased by 1 for every attack they have made this combat. You know what? I'm gonna get that. Carouse is high. Demolition is really high. Medicae. She's got the highest Medicae and Demolition. Does she have flesh wounds? Know-it-all. Get her extermination also. Abelard is level 7. Oh my god. Let's do Heinrichs. While under 40% wounds, Imperial World characters gain plus 10 resolve to all characteristics and plus 2 to resolve. Sure. Pick another. What is this scale with? Skills with ballistic skill. Ranged psyker attack scaling with ballistic skill. Okay. Unnatural luck. Carouse. Okay, what do we got here? He's already got flesh wounds. He's already got flag bearer. He doesn't give out extra turns. Know-it-all for 3% to everything. Whenever an enemy fails a resistance test against the character, they suffer 12 damage. On success, the damage is doubled. What is the skill with? Willpower bonus. This guy does hit resistance tests a lot. We could do that. Oh, man. I kind of wish there was like an auto level up button for... I don't know if I really need to worry about leveling him up. Oh, that reminds me, though. I just got that power armor, didn't I?
Imperium's ignorance. My genius blossoms.
Yeah.
Oh, how they fear
Oh my god, look at that.
eludes their narrow vision.
Yo, my guy looking good. Look at that. Okay, and dude, that's got 80% damage, or 80% armor. 60% damage reduction. What a unit. I love it.
Patience. My nerves are frayed.
Alright. So, we're right here at the door. Next time, we're gonna step through that door, find out what's going on, go on a date night with Cabela, and maybe save Versarian's family if he's good. We'll see.